Sales tune-ups, one of my most requested programs, so popular. Almost every Monday through the rest of this year is filled at capacity with companies and business owners who have booked me for sales tune-ups. So let me explain to you why we do them, what we do, and what the benefit to you is. First off is that it's real simple. Salespeople, sales managers, business owners, and sales executives that run sales organizations, you don't know what you don't know. And when I go out on live face-to-face sales presentations or help salespeople on their sales phone calls or actually help them with their webinars, is I am able to take the wealth of knowledge that I have from working throughout all of Latin America, Mexico, United States, Canada, on a daily basis, and bring all that knowledge to bear for your salespeople or business owners that want to improve on their business. It is that simple. And so companies make this investment so that they can turn around and make an immediate return on the investment and increase that salesperson or business owner to have more efficiencies, to have better sales psychology, and use tactical approaches that are battle tested over time with my clients and students that we know make a lot of money. Think about it. On a typical sales tune-up, I might run 3 to 5 and in some cases 7 live sales calls. Face-to-face presentations between a salesperson and their prospect or their client, and then are able to immediately debrief that salesperson following that sales tune-up. So typically how this happens is that we do these on Sundays. So a typical scenario is I fly in on a Sunday afternoon, meet with the salesperson in the city that we're doing the live sales calls. We debrief and go over all the things that they believe that they need help with. And then Monday morning we try to have appointments at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., a noon lunch, 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock on a perfect day. I'm taking notes throughout that entire day, and then I'm taken back to the airport and fly back to Dallas on that Monday night. So as a result of that, what happens is we develop typically 7 to 10 pages of notes of areas of improvement that these salespeople need. Well, let me give you an exact for instance. I went recently to Washington, D.C. to work with a salesperson who I had actually coached back in 2002. He had changed companies, and his new company has hired me to work with them, and he actually had me going to Washington, D.C. to work with this #1 salesperson. So we did 3 full-blown presentations that day in front of 3 very significant clients, and this salesperson is #1 in his company. But these are the exact notes right here that I generated from working with that person on that one day. These are all the areas of improvement on these 3 sales calls, and then this actually translated into 7 pages of notes. 7 pages of notes. Now, with that salesperson, I can take him and give him a score. 1 being at the lowest, 10 being at the highest. That salesperson on that specific day in Washington, D.C. scored 7 points. But know this. It's those 7 pages of things that they need to tweak, get better, change the psychology, get more efficient with this, use this tactical approach when you get this pushback. All these kind of things that amounts to the difference between a score of 7 and a score of 10. And most of my companies do sales tune-ups on long-term contracts where I'll go with a salesperson, knock that out that first time, and then go with them 2 weeks later or as far out as a month later and see what the level of improvement is. So we have accountability in between, and we've got to make sure on the second sales tune-up that they implement it. Here's another case in point. A couple months ago, I went with a salesperson on live sales calls in Los Angeles. You know, decent day, but same thing. 7 to 10 pages of notes are generated. She scored about a 7 or so on her score, but again, you know, she has a lot of room for improvement to take her score from a 7 to a 10. And then just a couple weeks ago, they send me back out with her to San Francisco. We do a major presentation, 3 decision makers in the room, and the sales student took what she learned in Los Angeles and the things that she needed to tweak, she implemented them on this next sales presentation in San Francisco, and $92,000 sale consummated right there on the spot. So she had taken that information, and know this, she's one of the top people in her company, okay? But she took that information, implemented all of that, made her changes, and then whammo, here comes the improvement. And that's the big thing about sales tune-ups, is you get an immediate return on investment if you're a high-level salesperson high-level business owner or sales executive that wants to take it up another notch. Now, I will say this, there are some salespeople and managers out there and executives, this is not going to work. If you're sitting there going, oh, I know everything that there is to know, I'm not so sure about that, but you're not the person that's going to benefit from this. If you can't get rid of the ego wall that surrounds you, there's no help for you. And you know what? I'm in different industries, different face-to-face presentations, every day, every week, and I know exactly what the pulse is and the heartbeat is of prospects and clients across the country in different industries, and I know what works and what doesn't work. So if you can be open and available like some of these companies who book me on long-term contracts for sales tune-ups, oh my gosh, the sky is the limit. So if you're taking a look at this, here's what you need to do. Here's your action steps. Is either contact me directly, or what I'd really like for you to do is contact Lynn Barrett, my sales director, at lynn@cbsalestools.com, or she's all over the website. You can call her and she can give you more details. We do this on every Monday, bar none, every Monday of every week, bar none. And then we also have some Friday availabilities through the future. So if you're interested in it, let us tell you a little bit more about it, give you actual examples of where this is highly worked for companies and gotten them a better return on their investment, and it will work for you too if you're interested. So let's hear from you. Give us a call or contact us by email, and let us go do a live sales tune-up with you in front of your clients and let us help you. So with that, good selling. Take care for now. Bye-bye.